Last night was the first preseason game of the year for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Got to see a little bit of Justin Fields' debut, but more importantly, defensively, I was really excited to see some of the young guys play. Payton Wilson, Montravius Adams was looking really good in training camp. He once again looked like he could be not only a good player, but a very impactful player for them this season, as well as Herbig and some other guys as well. So in this video, I wanted to break down some film and show you exactly how well these guys played. Before we jump into the film, do me a favor and give me some letter grades on some players like Payton Wilson or Calvin Austin or Justin Fields. Let me know your 3 standouts from this video, and we're going to break down mine. And with that being said, let's kind of dive into the video. By the way, we did live stream this game on my Twitch. If you want to watch these games with me, the link will be in the description. Go follow that. With that being said, let's dive into the film. Okay, so this first play that I wanted to show you guys, we're going to see something really good out of Payton Wilson here. A very good play in terms of reading and reacting to what the offense is trying to do. So the first thing we're going to see is the fullback rotate over to a, obviously, a goal line formation. And then right before the snap, he is going to rotate just to the right side of the formation. And usually when you see that, we're going to get a stretch or a pitch or a toss to that right side, to the strong side of the formation. So let's see how Payton Wilson actually breaks down this play. So first things first, we get the motion from the fullback. He's going to get in a goal line formation. From there, he is going to slightly rotate over, and then boom. This is where we need to see the reading and reacting from these second level defenders, right? These are the most important guys here. Also, Herbig, got to be able to set the edge here, try to force this running back inside. Again, let's watch how this play breaks down. I think Payton Wilson does a really good job. So the first thing that we notice here is 51 is going to do what he can, Herbig, to contain the edge. Boom. And he does exactly what he needs to do. Let's back this up just a second here. Now, what I like from Payton Wilson is instead of overcommitting to one side, right? Instead of boom or boom, he's going to read and react. Allow the running back to tell him where to go. So once boom, he sees Herbig setting the edge, he's actually going to fight in and then out, okay? So this is something you don't see too much. Instead of attacking that in or attacking the out, he's going to go in and then out. So boom, and then cut back, and then get a beautiful arm tackle here on the running back. That is a massive play for a rookie. I mean, that's huge. Again, let's watch it one more time here. Read, react, and then attack. That zone, beautiful. That's exactly what you want to see. He didn't do it just once in this game. He did it a bunch. All right, here's another play that really stood out to me. Now, they do get a positive gain, but what we see from an interior defender is pretty sick. So again, we're going to get pre-snap motion. A lot of teams do this just so they can understand what kind of coverage the defense is in. And the Steelers actually do a really good job. We're going to see a bunch of guys rotate over to the left side of the field, but also we're going to see a safety jump up. The reason they do that is because they kind of want to disguise what kind of defense they're in. So this potentially could tell them that they're in a man coverage with the safety, just switching, assignments, and 25 comes down man coverage, but it's actually not going to be man. It's going to be more of a zone as he quickly gets back to that zone defense. But the one guy I want to point out here is big number 95, Keanu Benton, who did leave this game with an eye injury. Watch how he gets a one-on-one matchup here and absolutely dominate it, right? Just pushes this guy absolutely back into the quarterback and forces football out a little bit too early, or earlier than he would want it to be. Need to see a little bit better read of this linebacker, get up into that zone, that little hitch route. Ends up getting 7 or so yards, but still, when we see that from Keanu Benton, you can tell this dude's in for a massive year. Again, watch how the whole defense kind of shifted over, disguise the defense just a little bit here, and watch Keanu Benton put in that work. I mean, that easily could have been a sack. They had to send a double team off the weak side. That's really good right there by Keanu Benton. All right, here we go again. Another really good play by Payton Wilson. This dude looks like an absolute steal. What we're going to see is a single back set. We're going to see a bunch of linemen rotate to the right side. Once the snap is called, we have strong side tight end here as well. Basically, what that tells Payton Wilson is, unless this is a counter, this is most likely going to the strong side of the field if this is a run. So, right, the one thing I love about Payton Wilson is the reading and reacting and never overcommitting to a certain carry, right? So, again, they're going to allow the weak side edge rusher to get into the backfield, but also they believe that they're going to have a nice little run up the right side. Now, what we notice here by Payton Wilson is he is going to stop in this C gap, and he is going to wait for the running back to make a decision. Because, right, if you fully commit to this and he gets around you, now he's looking at a massive play where it's one-on-one with the deep safety, right? So what Payton Wilson is going to do is he's going to stop, plant his feet, right, and wait for this running back to make a decision. At this point in time, he just squares him up and takes him down for maybe a gain of 2 yards. But this is a really good play by Payton Wilson. Once again, I love his ability to read and react to what the defense or what the offense is trying to do. This dude's gonna be a stud. All right, before we get into this next play here, a really good one by not only Nick Herbig, but also, once again, Payton Wilson makes a great read as well. Before we get to this play, guys, do me a big favor. Hit the like button, but more importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and we will be covering the Steelers throughout the entirety of training camp, preseason, regular season. Like I said earlier, we are actually live streaming this game on my Twitch. If you want to watch the games with me, go follow the link in the description. You can find it at Matty Dubs with 3 S's as well. But also, we're going to be breaking down a ton of film just like this. If you guys want more of these videos, comment down below saying more film. I could definitely get a Justin Fields video if you want it. But I wanted to really prioritize the defense, man, because I saw a lot of good things out of this defense in this game. I thought they did a really good job, containing a ton early on besides that one play. But again, kind of get into this play. So what we're going to see is some, pre-snap motion by a tight end. He's going to line up in line. We're going to see, again, they're going to fake a handoff to the left side of the formation. So it's going to be a play action. A lot of times, these linebackers, right, we said earlier, these three guys on the second level have to make a big decision, right? You either got to get over there quickly because it's a run, or you got to be able to understand that, maybe this is a play fake. And if you bite on the play action, you could leave your zone wide open, and it could be a massive pickup for the offense. So again, these are tough situations for these second line defenders. And again, boom, play fake. You're going to see Payton Wilson read and react. Okay, he's going to react, and then he's going to get right back out to the tight end. Nick Herbig reads it perfectly, puts pressure on CJ Stroud, and forces him to get the football out way too early and a little bit inaccurately as well. Want to really point out Nick Herbig here. He's going to do a great job, right? Looks like the tight end is going to try to block him outwards, right? But he does a good job getting around it and swinging into the backfield pretty quickly here. Not wasting any time here. Gets right around the tight end. That's such a tough matchup if you're a tight end going up against an edge rusher like Nick Herbig, who's been nasty in camp, showing flashes. That's a big-time play by not only Nick Herbig, but Payton Wilson as well, getting out, right? Not over-committing to the play action, and pretty much saved that play, him and Nick Herbig. Great job there. All right, here's another really good play here by Payton Wilson, and actually Keanu Benton as well. You got Payton Wilson right here, and then we got, I believe Keanu Benton is here. So what we see on this play is another run stuff. We're going to see, again, pre-snap motion by a tight end. He's going to get or create this strong side on the right. Now, what we're going to notice here early is when you're a linebacker, you really got to read these offensive linemen, right? Specifically, the outsides. So what we're going to see here is, boom, you see how all these guys rotate to the right side? That means the play is probably going to this right side. And right away, it's such a quick reaction by Payton Wilson. And let's watch him break down it again. Boom. I mean, he just shot like crazy. Right away, read the offensive lineman, knew exactly where this play was going. Now, what we're going to see here is he's going to stop on a dime and attack the gap. Boom. Get right up in there. And then you're going to see a crazy block shit here by Benton as well, getting around the guy and filling the other gap as well. They both just played that perfectly. Boom. Gets right in there, and they both come up with the stop. Maybe a gain of 1, but again, you got to look at their reaction time. Once his play is snapped, boom, they're already rotating. I mean, that is unreal type of reaction time out of Payton Wilson. And a great block shed by Keanu Benton. Dude, these guys are so good, man. All right, so this is where Montravius Adams come in, the former Auburn defensive tackle. He's played for a couple of different teams at this point, but right now is really starting to break out, coming to his own, and be a impactful player. On this play specifically, we're not going to get anything crazy. We're going to get the edge rushers trying to get around the edge. We're going to get the defensive tackles trying to just create pressure up the middle, right? Now, specifically, it's going to be a 4-on-5. They're not sending any special blitz. They're dropping back into coverage and allowing these guys to create some pressure, right? The first thing we're going to notice here is the Texans, again, pre-snap motion. Nobody rotates over. No one follows. We know this is zone coverage here by the Steelers, but we want to see a win here in this matchup, right? It's going to be tough because there will be a double team, and it will be on Montravius Adams. So he's going to attack this A-gap here, and what we're going to see really quickly is they're going to send two. They're going to send to on Montravius Adams, and they're going to see if he can get through. Let's watch exactly how his play breaks down. Montravius Adams, one, gets off the snap so quickly. Boom. I mean, right when that ball snapped, he is off. I mean, you look at how much further he is compared to 98 here. Who I actually do like, DeMarvin Leal, a ton. He had a good game as well. But Montravius Adams not only went through two defenders, right, split the defense, but then finished the sack as well. I mean, this was an explosive type of play from an interior defensive tackle. I guess you could say a nose tackle. You don't see that too often. But the Steelers have a combination of Keanu Benton and Montravius Adams as a nose. Man, deadly. And here we go again. Another Montravius Adams play. I believe Keanu Benton went out with the injury at this point. And their reaction time, so one, we just saw his ability to create havoc up the middle as a pass rusher, but watch this play as well. We're going to get a shotgun formation here. Davis Mills is going to drop back in the pocket, but the one thing we noticed right away, they double team again. They know how good of a player he is, so they want to send the double. Davis Mills drops back, has a slant over the middle on some, outside coverage, a little bit outside leverage by a linebacker, and then boom, look at that reaction time. That reaction time is insane. The one thing he does here, he keeps his eye on the quarterback. Oh my, dude, that is unreal reaction time. This is one of my favorite plays because that is insanity. Able to break that down. Now, in terms of the coverage here, we're going to see the linebacker here really commit to the outside, right? Now, the reason he's doing this is because he knows he has middle help, right? He's got this help over the middle. So he really trusts his third line on defense, I guess you could say. Commits to the outside. You got a guy coming up here. Now, if this ball is on target, not swatted, could still even be a breakup here by Payton Wilson. I think he's got a good, get into the play speed, get back into the play speed after being beat a little bit. Just a really good play by Montravius Adams. And again, didn't think Payton Wilson did anything wrong in that play specifically. Alright, last play will break down for this video. Again, if you guys want another one of these film reviews, just comment down below part 2 or more film, whatever you guys want to comment. Now, in this play specifically, we're going to see kind of a play fake to the left side of the field. We're going to get Davis Mills kind of exiting it out the right side, kind of on just a rollout to the right. We're going to get a short crosser over the middle. We're going to get a deeper cross here. And then I believe we're going to get another route just kind of getting over the middle of the field here. Basically like a levels crosser type of concept here. And then the running back is going to get out into the flats, I believe. So again, let's watch how this play breaks down. This one's going to be for DeMarvin Leal. So again, we're going to see a bunch of guys kind of cross the formation, get to the right side as we get a rollout to the right. Now, I want you guys to focus on DeMarvin Leal. What he's going to do here is actually get outside. Okay, he's going to contain the opposite edge, which is kind of cool to see. So again, let's back it up here. He is going to try to get to the outside, right? Realizing that if this is a bootleg, I mean, he notices very quickly, right? Watch this. He's going to see how he's looking at the play. Is this going to be a handoff? Because if not, I need to be outside, right? I need to be, over here. I need to make sure that once Davis Mills turns his head, he's got nowhere to go. So realizes, okay, this is not a handoff. I need to be on the other side of that. So boom, he puts his head down, gets to the other side. And now, as Davis Mills turns his head, he's got a guy in his face to look at here. It looks like you probably have Robert Woods open under the underneath route on the underneath crosser and gets swallowed up by DeMarvin Leal. Great play there by the defense. In this game, I thought the defense looked really, really good. For the majority of the game, I thought they stood out a ton, and a lot of big standouts for them. I mean, in my opinion, Payton Wilson, I would say, looked really good. I would say Nick Herbig, I would say we saw a little bit of Keanu Benton look good. Montravius Adams, I thought was definitely game-changing in the middle there. And then, you know, I probably need to look back at some Beanie Bishop film, because unless they get targeted, you don't really hear about them too much. But DeMarvin Leal, another one who I thought was productive in yesterday's game. Let me know what you guys think. Who are your biggest standouts from that game? I know they lost by 8, but saw a lot of good things. And even offensively, I thought the offense looked a little bit more smooth at times. Kyle Allen looked pretty good outside the interception towards the end. But yeah, Najee, I thought, had a couple of nice plays of the backfield. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next Steelers update, which if you guys want another one, let me know. Peace.